July watched series. But this fascination raises difficult questions. Are we trying to understand evil, or are we glorifying it? Are we learning from his case, or are we exploiting victims' trauma for entertainment? Families of Dahmer's victims have repeatedly expressed pain at seeing their loved ones' deaths turned into content. Shirley Hughes stated in interviews that each new documentary or series reopens old wounds. Yet forensic psychologists argue that studying cases like Dahmer's is essential. They help us understand the development of psychopathy, the failure of intervention systems, and the social factors that allow predators to operate undetected. Jeffrey Dahmer's case exposed profound failures in multiple systems. Law enforcement failures, the Konarak synthesome phone incident revealed bias, lack of due diligence, and inadequate training in handling vulnerable populations. Mental health failures. Despite multiple arrests, psychiatric evaluations, and probation, no one recognized the severity of Dahmer's pathology. Social failures. Many of Dahmer's victims were marginalized individuals whose disappearances weren't thoroughly investigated. This highlighted racial disparities in how missing persons cases are handled. In response, some reforms were implemented: better coordination between jurisdictions for tracking violent offenders, mandatory background checks in certain police encounters, and improved protocols for missing persons investigations. But many advocates argue these reforms didn't go far enough. What made Jeffrey Dahmer who he was? Experts point to a combination of factors: early childhood trauma and neglect, genetic predisposition to mental illness, sexual identity struggles in a homophobic environment, alcohol dependency that lowered inhibitions, and profound attachment disorder. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Millions of people experience these same factors and never hurt anyone. So what was different about Jeffrey Dahmer? Dr. Park Deitz, who interviewed Dahmer extensively, concluded he had empathy deficits, but he wasn't a psychopath in the classic sense. He felt lonely, he felt guilty, but his need for control and possession overwhelmed any moral compass he had. Dahmer himself, in his final interview with Stone Phillips, said, "I couldn't find any meaning for my life when I was out there. I'm sure as hell not going to find it in here. This is the grand finale of a life poorly spent." Jeffrey Dahmer's story is not just about one man's descent into horror. It's about the society that surrounded him. It's about parents who couldn't see their son's suffering, about a justice system that failed to stop him despite multiple opportunities, about communities whose pain was ignored because of who they were. It's about the complex nature of evil, how it can wear a friendly face, live in apartment 213, work the night shift at the chocolate factory. Most importantly, it's a reminder that monsters aren't always obvious. They're often the quiet ones, the overlooked ones, the ones who slip through the cracks. Understanding Jeffrey Dahmer doesn't mean excusing him. It means ensuring we recognize the warning signs, value every life equally, and never allow such darkness to grow unnoticed again. The 17 young men Jeffrey Dahmer killed had names: Stephen Hicks, Stephen Tuomi, Jamie Dockstader, Richard Guerrero, Anthony Sears, Ricky Beeks, Edward Smith, Ernest Miller, David Thomas, Curtis Strother, Errol Lindsay, Tony Hughes, Konarak synthesome, Matt Turner, Jeremiah Weinberger, Oliver Lacey, Joseph Bredehoft. They had families who loved them, dreams that were stolen, lives that mattered. Their stories deserve to be told. Their names deserve to be remembered, not as Dahmer's victims, but as people who lived, who loved, who mattered. This is their memorial.